Well, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Josh and I have some really exciting news to share with you. The title was Help Us Build a Home or Get a Home. So, Habitat for Humanity has been doing great work for decades. And Josh and I are excited to participate in a couple of events. We're doing a cycling event, which you may have already heard about in previous communications. But Josh has a pretty incredible event. So, he's doing back-to-back events. He's doing a running event and he's going to be doing a cycling event. What we want to do today is profile the running event. I'll call it event, but Josh, you could describe it the way you want. It's pretty impressive distance. You'll share that in a second. So Josh will talk about the run that's coming up. He'll talk also about a couple of the families that we're going to work to help out in terms of fundraising to get them into a home, and then he's going to talk about how you can donate to this run that he's planning if you feel so inclined. It's a great cause, great way of basically, helping people get into a great home to raise their families. So, Josh, welcome. Hey, tell me about this pretty cool, crazy, I certainly couldn't do it event that you've got planned.
Well, yeah, firstly, I'm pretty excited. So the reason why I'm doing this partly is because I've been going down a recent um, kind of obsession with ultra marathons. Last year, I kind of shifted away from triathlons and moved towards just running. And I was kind of getting into some things myself. And then I thought this year, why not use it as a way of trying to raise money? So what I'll be doing is on August 26th, I'm going to be running from Assiniboine Park to the Gimli Pier, which will be about 100 kilometers. Google Maps has it at 101, but frankly, if it's not 100K, I'm just going to keep going because I want to see the 100 number on my watch.
Yeah, right on. So 100K all in one day.
Yeah, so I'll be starting about between 1 and 3 a.m. And
Okay.
I'm hoping to finish within 12 to 15 hours. Realistically, based on the pace I want to be going at, if I never stop with that pace, it's 11 hours and 40 minutes. Obviously, I'm going to make some stops here and there. So if I can shoot for 12 to 13 hours, that should be okay. And the reason why I'm starting at night, obviously, is to avoid the sun. The
Yeah.
sun is not your friend in August. And so that's kind of the goal. I'm lucky because I have a friend, hopefully more than one friend, and my girlfriend's going to support me. So they're going to be meeting me about every 10K. Now,
What about your old man? Isn't he helping you a little bit?
yeah, I mean, you're more than
You're not
welcome.
counting on a lot of support, but I'm going to be helping out to a certain extent.
Trying
And
to
I
keep
think
it as grassroots as possible.
Yeah, and I think your mom might be at the finish line with Paige's parents to give you
Yeah,
support at the end there.
yes, yeah. I'll need to be carried back to Paige's cabin.
So this
Uh,
is pretty incredible. So Josh is doing on the 26th a 100K run, and I'll have a map up here that will show you just how crazy a run this is. And then I guess it's 2 weeks later, right? Is it 2 weeks
yeah,
later?
but 2 weeks later, we're doing the cycling right around the lake.
That's
Um,
300, basically 300K. But our focus today is on this run and raising some funds for it. So Josh, maybe you can if you want to expand on the run, you can, but maybe you can talk a little bit about the two families we're trying to help out here.
Yeah, like let me share my screen real quick here. All right, so this is the first family that Habitat's working with, specifically for the Rider on the Lake fundraiser. And I guess a little caveat, my all the money that I raise for my run is going to the same place. So going to these families. And so this is the first family. I'm not going to dive into their whole bio, but we will
Yeah,
include.
so I'll just let people know I'll have a link to a Dropbox folder in the show notes for this video. So just click on that link and we'll have the PDFs of the two families that we're raising money to support home ownership for.
Yeah. And then this is the second family. Um, and so yeah, if you click on the Dropbox, that will be there. Also, this is the page for my fundraising page or fundraising. Um, Currently at 5330. So within the last 2 days, actually, I've jumped from about 1500. My goal is $10,000, which definitely was a little bit lofty because I think I started kind of pushing this less than 2 weeks ago. And so I think that will also be in the notes, the link to this page.
Yeah, so you just check the description notes below the video. We'll have a link to Josh's fundraising page. He's made some great progress just in the last couple of weeks, like he said. And again, I mean, don't feel compelled, but this is a great cause. And if you've got a few dollars, $50 or $25 that you can part with to help a wonderful cause, and I know it'll be a real encouragement to Josh while he's out there on the highway, plodding down the kilometers. It's a long way to go. It's kind of a straight path. It's not a lot of variation to the terrain, correct?
Well, one of the challenges of it, and this is kind of unique to this endeavor, is that there's not much visual stimulation in the surrounding areas. So you're pretty much stuck with, once you get outside the city, you're stuck with the same kind of farmers fields for pretty much 10 hours. And so it gets pretty daunting, especially at night.
Yeah,
I mean, so I actually did a similar thing last year. Not all the way to Gimli, but I stopped in Sandy Hook. So it was about 84K. And that was just no fundraising reason. And the hardest point for me in the whole thing was 30K in when it was like 4 a.m. and I was realizing I hadn't slept in 14 hours because I hadn't slept since I started at 1 a.m. I hadn't slept since the day before. And it was just one of the most brutal moments of my life when I realized I still had 50K to go. I was just alone on the highway with cars driving at me. And so this year, at least I'll be prepared. I know once the sun comes up, it's a completely new day. It doesn't matter how bad you feel at night.
yeah.
When the sun comes up, it's amazing. So I'm pretty excited. I don't know if my girlfriend and my friends are too excited about it, but that's what they signed up for. So
Yeah. So again, if you can donate to a great cause, it'll be a source of encouragement for those raw moments at maybe kilometer 70 or 80 when
yeah, it really
things are
starts like,
getting,
I think after like 1.5 marathons, around like 60K, and you're gonna
yeah.
start suffering a bit. And the roads, this is the unique to kind of highway running, or usually the roads are a little bit slanted.
Yeah.
So it's slight, but after you're on the road for about 6, 7 hours and your hips are like that, you start getting major hip issues, right? So you kind of gotta, I don't deal with it or just switch sides. But I don't
Switch
really like
sides
running.
or find even a gravel road that runs parallel to the
Yeah,
main
there's service
highway.
roads and
Right.
stuff, but the service roads don't go all the way, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
um, yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
fun.
So it would be, make sure you look after yourself, Josh, in the training. We don't want any injuries. I guess part two of this is the 3 days of biking. That's not too long after this event.
Yeah.
So good on you, buddy. Really, really respect what you're doing here.
One
Um,
last thing, just to kind
yeah,
of jump in here.
yeah,
If anyone wants to like kind of watch it or kind of see how it goes, I'll be posting things on my Instagram. So I don't know if that'll be also included in the show notes as well. But
yeah. So we can have a link to your Instagram account so people can follow you during the event itself.
yeah, because I think it might be rather entertaining. And then probably
As
probably after
as you're throwing
I'll
up on the side of the road and
yeah. But I can throw up and run, so it's okay. And yeah, I think it'll be entertaining, and I'll probably have a quick recap after. So
okay, awesome, Josh. Anyway, thanks everyone for taking in this video. Great cause. And again, the links for everything we've discussed will be in the show notes. So you have a wonderful day. You take care. Thanks, Josh.
yeah, bye bye.
Bye bye.